Good morning, Mclean, and welcome to our final edition of WMHS News Advisory. I'm Etienne.
And I'm Artemis. In today's show, we'll catch up with Theater Mclean.
Learn more about the hit game Wordle.
And more coming up on WMHS News.
Theater Mclean has faced some challenges trying to put on their spring musical Head Over Heels. Let's take a closer look into what's happened over the last couple weeks and get excited for this weekend's shows. Here's Amran with more.
Theater Mclean makes a comeback with their first fully in-person show this year.
The show is a musical called Head Over Heels. It is based off of the Arcadia, which is basically a whole bunch of switched roles and gender identities, and you've got basically all these different types of characters who fall in and out of love, and it's about discovering yourself and essentially finding your true love.
I play Princess Pamela in Head Over Heels, the musical. Rehearsals like every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Basically they alternate from like dance rehearsals to like music rehearsals to like blocking, and then that's kind of like in the beginning of the audition, like not the beginning of the rehearsal process, but as like now we're in like the final days of the rehearsal and the show's going on. Now we just do tech, which is just like running the entire show, so we just put all the pieces together.
Well, I'm the technical director, so I'm overlooking all the technical crews, but like light, sound, hair, makeup. So we've been running our meetings every Wednesday, and we're coming up on Tech Week this weekend. So we're just kind of tidying up the final things, and then now is when we'll kind of combine actors and tech to really pull the show together.
Oh yeah, so we're moving a whole bunch of things from one side of the stage to the other, putting all our props where they need to go. A lot of places that they need to move around. We're also doing a lot of paint, lights, trying to match the energy of the show with all of the technical aspects.
As Theater Mclean was preparing for their spring show, they got hit with a COVID-19 outbreak.
We had some COVID complications, which is really unfortunate, but it's kind of like that's the time we're living in, this pandemic era. And I guess is something we should have expected because, you know, we were doing the show maskless and stuff, but basically we just had like a lead member get COVID, which meant that one of us also probably, like other people probably got COVID due to the fact that we're all like together until like 10 p.m. every single night. And then the next day, one of our other leads got COVID. So then at that point, we had to just postpone the show just to make sure the production could be the best it could.
As this marks their last show of the season, Theater Mclean has already new goals for the future.
Being that this is our last show, we are currently trying to prepare the underclassmen to take over once we're leaving. So a lot of the seniors, well, it's their last show, are kind of pulling back and giving some more direction toward the underclassmen to prepare them for next year. I've spent a lot of time with Theater Mclean, so kind of like a little sad, but I'm excited to see what the future has in store for me.
The show is really fun, and I've never really been in a show like it before, and I think it's interesting and it's a very fun part, and I hope everyone comes and experiences Head Over Heels.
Signing off for WMHS News, this is Armand Nickmrod, McKenna Nicholas, Cecilia Oliver, and Will Shear.
If you haven't seen the show yet, you can check out their final performance tonight and tomorrow at 7 p.m. And you can get your tickets at theatermclean.org. In other entertainment news, from Wordle to Hurdle, this game has been taking over Mclean screens for weeks. Let's find out what keeps students coming back for more.
Wordle is an online word game where players have 6 chances to guess the daily 5-letter word. The game was created in November of 2021, but became trendy earlier this year.
I'm kind of surprised it became so popular. I think it's just because it's so simple and that it updates every day.
It's pretty satisfying to, get it right and like feel good about my record or my streak.
It kind of helps expand your vocabulary and get to know like new words you've never heard before.
They're puzzles, but they don't involve math. I'm not great at math.
Wordle has even found its way into Mclean's classrooms, proving itself to be more than just a distraction.
For first and second period, we actually play Wordle together every day. So everybody gets really excited about the Wordle, and also we play Hurdle too.
I think it just brings together students as a whole. Like, I will talk with my math table about the Wordle.
Players have developed different paths to find the daily solution.
I kind of start with a different word every day because I don't really, some of my friends start with like fake words that like have the most vowels, but I kind of just go with whatever I'm feeling. Like, I feel like it's not that competitive, so I'd rather just have fun and like go with a different word every day.
Signing off for WMHS News, this is Kate Burke, Lexi Ortiz, and Etienne Brownlow.
I never miss a day of Wordle. I actually just got today's in 3 tries. Now here's Kate with Mclean Sports.
Thanks, Etienne. Tonight, soccer plays against Yorktown, JV at 5:45 and varsity at 7:15. Girls are home and boys are away. Also, tomorrow, Crew's lower boats state competition will be on the Occoquan. Finally, while basketball season is long over, an awesome group of Mclean students put on an entertaining game last month. But if you missed it, have no fear. Here's Nico and Supasai with the recap.
On the last day before spring break, Mclean held the FanFest basketball game.
FanFest, it's just an opportunity. It started as an opportunity for the kids, I don't like the term, the special education students to play a game just like their general education goes, just like everybody else, but because they don't get that opportunity.
With the return of FanFest came a change in the competition.
First year was played at Oakton, and it was run by Special Olympics. I was playing Oakton, and then Oakton came here and played here, and then after that, I said, we don't need Special Olympics, we'll pick a team and we'll play it. So we just play them.
Unlike the previous games, this year's was different.
Having it during school, because it's never during school, it's always like on a weekend.
It's usually Saturday night.
Nighttime, but having all the student fans, I feel like is
students were better than even
way better than any other event we've had. So
This new environment with fans is one of the things players said was their favorite part of the game.
People here to cheer me on and encourage me to do really well.
The spirit and the team members playing against other teams.
Shooting the ball, playing on defense, playing with the team, like joining with the team, and yeah.
It's working as a team and like being around with my friends.
I could come back to my school.
Signing off for WMHS News, this is Nico Christofferson and Supasai Dasharam.
That was such a fun game to watch. A lot of Mclean seniors have their last day next Friday as they start their internship programs. Let's find out where some of them are headed next year and what they went with for their college decisions.
As Mclean High School's seniors get ready to start a new chapter in their lives, they shared with us where they're going and why they made that choice.
I'm going to Caltech because it's one of the best astrophysics schools. It was where the Fenneman lectures originated at, and well, I got a pretty good financial aid package, which is rare for a California school, so that's why.
And I chose Rice because I think it's the perfect size for me because it's about like 4,000 undergrad students, so it's on the smaller side.
Well, I chose NYU because of their various study abroad programs. I think they have a lot of good programs that really fit with my biology major.
The major draw was because of the distance, the proximity to my home, to this area, and also because of the major.
I'm back to England because I want to see if I want to live there in the future or if I want to come back to America and live here.
I've always liked this atmosphere of a city, and Richmond gives me that, and it's also close enough to home that I can come back and forth.
I decided BT was the one for me because I love the atmosphere, and when I visited, it felt like a second home away from home.
I went to Vanderbilt because I visited when I was going down to visit family along the way. And I really liked it. I just like that they look for, instead of looking for an angular student, they look for a very well-balanced person. And I also agreed with the values that they instilled in their students.
As they head out, seniors left advice for rising juniors and seniors.
I would say take as many hard classes as you can. You can always drop out of them if you don't like them, but colleges like to see that you challenge yourself, and hey, maybe you might find a class that you actually do enjoy and that you want to pursue in the future.
I think at least 3 people should read your essay.
I know that it can seem kind of daunting to start on college applications over the summer, but it's honestly the best idea.
Just focus on doing what you enjoy, and if you're really stressed about something, it's going to be more stressful if you're trying to do something to please other people. So just do courses that you enjoy because you want to go into something that you love to do.
I would say always live in the moment. Don't wait to make memories because senior year it goes by really, really fast.
This has been Karina Bott and Nikki Hoffman, reporting for WMHS News.
We're sad to see him go, but I hope that advice helps us out next year. That's all for this episode of WMHS News.
If you'd like to submit an announcement to next week's show, fill out the Google form at the link below.
And make sure to subscribe to us on YouTube and check out our Instagram for more Mclean updates and fun activities. Have a fantastic Friday, Mclean.